Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, so let me fix my chair. There we go. So I did some homework of my own. I created I've uploaded this to my GitHub account. So you're gonna find it in the repository. I've created a Python file called picture script.py. In this I have added some code. This code takes a picture and resizes it to be equal to the size of our label in the designer. So first of all, you go to the designer and you get the size of your label. Mine is 350. Okay, so let me just show you instead of telling you. So you select the label and here you see the width and the height. So my width is 350, the height is 250. So I then take this size and give it here as an argument. Or let's just graphical vim. Here you go. So 350, 250 in the height. So I then use, first of all, we import this image and image. Okay, let's delete this one. I think this one is not necessary. If we do this, yeah, everything's okay. Let's do data. Okay. Alright, so here first of all we have imported, let's delete it. Okay, so we have imported the image from PIL. So in order for you to have this, you need to do pip install pillow, I guess, or just take this line and search it on Google and it will tell you what you will install exactly, but pillow is all you need, I guess. So next I have this path with height comment. This is all you're gonna need, the path to your picture that you are gonna use. So I already have a default picture, but it's not resized or sized to my thing, so the size is not perfect, so I am gonna resize it. First of all, you open the image with this image.open, you give it the path of the image, you create another variable and give it the resized image of that variable. Here you split that path to two halves and then you create a new path of it and then save it with this new path that you have created. Simple stuff. So if you are familiar with Python, you have to understand this. What? Okay, yeah, that's it. So by the way, you can just save it with the path. So all these lines, this one are not necessary, so you just have to exchange this new path with path, and these three lines are now useless. But since I have done that, just leave those. Next, we're gonna do something. Yeah, so by the way, if you this new path, you might want to change it when we are in the code. For example, we're gonna give it this one thing will be, for example, what's the name, like overwrite with this. So like home, where do you want to eventually save your pictures on your projects? Path project folder. Alright, and then the second half is been taken care of. Now let us just use this syntax. So just copy this if you don't understand it. Like I've said before, just try to print everything, print this object, then print what this gives you, and then you work your way around it. Now we are going to use this with our file. So we are gonna use the index.py and we are gonna copy that here. So first of all, let's just use the picture script and let's open the index.py. So we have two files to go from and to. So here we have connect to DB, get students, handle buttons. We need a function called self.handle UI. Right, and that is this function. This function, of course, is gonna be this thing. So first of all, this is gonna require, or let's just call the function of self default or photo update picture and give it default self default picture, like you have noticed. So we're gonna need the default picture. So self default picture is equal to this thing. So we have the data and we have the default picture. This picture is in my path, so I'm gonna have it, yeah, so get add data default picture git commit there you have it. So you take this picture, JPG is the name of it, right, and there is no backslash right here. Okay, it's the exact same name. So we call this function with this class variable, and there you go. You have to define again the function that you've just called, and that is update picture. So this picture takes a default, or it takes a self, for example, self first of all, argument first, and then it takes in the path of the picture. Yes, let's have it take the size as well, like width and height. Alright, so we already have the size fixed, so we don't need to give it the width and height each time we call it. We just need to resize the picture in this function itself. So the only thing that it will require is the path. Let me just make sure I am recording, and I am. Let's just take this here. Let's make sure I'm recording. 8 minutes in. Alright, so let's have this. So the width is equal to 350, the height is equal to 250. I have the image is equal to image dot open the path that I have, and resized image is equal to image dot resize the width and the height. Okay, so next. My brain just stops sometimes, I don't know why. So we have the path.split. You know what? Let's save it. Alright, so let's save it to the same picture. And let's have this called 0 1 because I already have this picture as well. If I went down to data, it's already there, so just change its name, the one that I have uploaded to GitHub, and put it there. Okay, so resized image is equal to that. Now this, I'm gonna get rid of these three lines, so I'm just gonna go with resized image dot save to path itself. Okay, next thing, I'm gonna have to use pixmap to assign this to my label. And because I forget what's my name, well, what my label's name is, I actually haven't given it a name yet, so let's just give it a name. I'm gonna have to go to my main UI. Yeah, this thing about naming things, we have to name all of these things. I already forgot about that. So label picture, label pic. That's all we have there. Let's go back. So self label pic dot set pics map pics mapped. All right. So pixmap equals x pixmap new path, or the path alright, yes, that's all we need. And this pixmap needs to be imported. Okay, I guess I already have that. No, I don't. I don't know where to import it from, so we need to look for it. So pixmap.path, yes, we're gonna have an error. Where are we? Alright, so this.py, we're gonna have the object update picture as now. Okay, update picture is not there. What is this? Alright, default picture. DFOULTPICTURE. Alright, so where did I make the mistake right now? Copy. Oh, I have called this. I should initialize this before calling it. Alright, so image is not defined. What? Yes, import from PIL, import image. Pixmap is not defined. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look for this in another. So let's go to projects, PyQt.project, main handle UI, I guess. UI, handle UI. Okay, so Qt GUI, import everything. I guess that's where it came from. So we no longer need this file. Open. Let's just close it. So from Qt GUI, import everything. Let's just hope. Alright, we have it. Okay, so this is it. Now we have taken care of our picture, and we have a function that each time we call the function, it only needs the image. It's gonna resize it itself, it's gonna save it to the path, and there you go. Now each time we get this, we get a picture from a thing. For example, if a student updates or creates, or if an admin creates or updates a student and it has an image, we're probably gonna use the same function. No, we're gonna just save that to a path, this path, yeah, and then we're gonna resize it later when we're gonna display it. So this function is gonna be used anyway, so we're gonna display it before saving it, so it's actually the exact picture or the correct picture. Now we are done with the picture. We are gonna move to the next thing, which is, whoa, I forgot the table. We're gonna have to find a solution for this thing. I'm gonna implement it in the code. So next thing, I'm gonna have the side menu, and we're gonna have this tab widget into another bigger tab widget. So we have those four main sections, and then we gonna go and dive deep into the attendance section. And there we go. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.